Do I miss playing video games since I quit playing video games again in 2024? The video would not be worth making if the answer was a simple yes or a simple no. Of course, it's going to be a mix of yes, but, no, but. There are going to be conflicted feelings. I had a day in which I knew I was going to have to waste a couple of hours waiting on benches. And the thought crossed my mind, would it hurt? Would it be such a bad thing if I took a portable video game system in one pocket so that just in a few spare moments here and there, I could play the Atari 7800 version of Pac-Man that I just made a short video about on this channel. If I could play Tetris or some kind of very simple 8-bit game of that era, would that be such a bad thing? And it was with a heavy sigh that I made the decision not to put anything of the kind in my pocket. And yeah, when I got out that book, when I got that old, moldy, moth-eaten book with its yellow pages and forced myself to sit down and read about the history of the Roman Empire, there was a part of me thinking, come on, would it be so bad? Would it be so awful if instead I were playing a Pac-Man on the Atari 7800? But I got to tell you two things. One, the particular book I was reading was way more meaningful than I expected it to be. It was just like, it was mind-blowing. It was so fascinating. It was so interesting. It was such a rewarding use of my time. And I did get interrupted a lot. It wasn't a situation where you're going to sit and read continuously. It really was the sort of situation you might be playing video games. I did get interrupted, but I kept whipping out my phone and taking photographs of particular pages and highlighting things and sending to friends, look at this quotation. I was really excited. I was really learning a lot reading this particular book. I don't know. I guess I had pretty low expectations for it, but nevertheless, probably eventually I'll make a book review video about it. And, in terms of what I was doing on my phone, I was clicking through the pages of this dating app that I've also made a review of on my channel. And you know what? I connected with and talked to a couple of different people. And otherwise, if I had been playing a video game just in those 5 minutes here or there, I never would have made those connections and never would have had those conversations. Now, will any of those conversations lead to a lifelong friendship? Will any of them lead to a sexual relationship, be it short-term or long-term? That's really a separate question. All we're doing here is comparing how you spend your time. It might seem like there's nothing productive you can do that's going to positively impact the person you are 5 years from now. But even those few conversations, those people I otherwise wouldn't have connected with, over the internet via my phone. And, what I learned from that book and the enthusiasm that I then put into reading the rest of the book, in days and weeks and months that followed thereafter. You look back on the temptation of how easy it would be to go into that situation where you're going to be waiting on a bench, you're going to be kind of frustrated, and you're only going to have 5 and 10 minutes here and there, and then get up and move and sit down again. Playing video games is the easy thing you can do to divert your attention. And it's harder to think through diverting your attention from what? There is something better you can be doing. There is something better you can be learning. There's a better set of kind of mental characteristics you can be practicing. And, maybe you haven't thought through just how meaningful and rewarding your use of those 15 minutes here and there could be.